Want to speak English with confidence and make an impact? Whether it's at work, a social event, or just chatting with friends, English doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, sometimes the simplest sentences make the biggest impact. So why do simple sentences matter? And how can they actually improve your English skills? Today, I'll tell you the story of Maya and her journey to mastering English one small, simple sentence at a time. Let's dive in. Meet Maya. She's 24, lives in a small town in India, and has one big dream: to speak English fluently and confidently. But every time she tries, she feels like she's facing a mountain of words and grammar rules. Can you relate? You want to express yourself freely, but the idea of putting a perfect sentence together, well, it's kind of terrifying, right? One day, Maya's English teacher notices her struggle and gives her a simple tip. Start small. Just focus on simple sentences. Maya's first reaction? Seriously? That's it? She's hesitant but decides to give it a try. And guess what? This tiny piece of advice becomes the turning point in her journey. Point 1. The power of simple sentences. Let's pause here. Why did that tip work? Because simple sentences are like the foundation of a house. They're sturdy, clear, and to the point. You don't need to sound fancy to make an impact. Simple sentences create clarity in your mind, making it easier to build confidence and reduce that fear of speaking. Think about it. Do you remember the last time you panicked mid-sentence because you couldn't recall a fancy word? Or felt stuck trying to create the perfect phrase? Simple sentences take away that stress. So, Maya started with sentences like, I am happy, it is raining, and guess what? These sentences gave her confidence. Because with each sentence, she felt a tiny win. Feeling that same hesitation Maya did? Stick with me because her journey gets even more interesting. Point 2. Building confidence with small details. Soon, Maya felt like she was getting the hang of it. So, she decided to take things one step further. She started adding small details to her sentences. Instead of saying, I walk, she'd say, I walk to school, or I walk with my friend. Suddenly, her sentences had more life and color without being complicated. It's like cooking. You don't need to make a 5-course meal. Sometimes a little spice is all you need to make a dish delicious. Adding details to sentences makes your language more engaging without feeling overwhelming. And Maya's English kept improving. But there was still one more crucial step she needed to feel completely at ease with English. And it's something you might not expect. Point 3. Practice with simple sentences in real life. So, here's what Maya's teacher suggested next. Start describing things around you in English. Simple sentences only. So, Maya began observing her environment and describing it in her head. The sun is shining, the bus is moving fast, or I am drinking tea. Sounds basic, right? But each sentence helped her build a deeper connection with English, making it feel like a natural part of her life. As Maya practiced these everyday sentences, English started feeling less like a school subject and more like a language she could actually live in. And that's where the magic really started happening. Think about it. By practicing simple sentences about the things around her, Maya wasn't just learning English, she was experiencing it. Ready to find out the final piece of Maya's journey? This next part might surprise you. Point 4. Reflecting on small wins and building momentum. One day, Maya looked back and realized how far she'd come. She went from dreading English to actually enjoying it. Each simple sentence had been like a tiny brick, helping her build a strong, sturdy wall of confidence. She realized that small wins add up, and that's the real secret to learning English confidently. You know how people say Rome wasn't built in a day? Same goes for confidence in English. Maya built hers one sentence at a time. But what about more advanced English? Maya still had one big hurdle ahead. So here's what Maya's story teaches us. English doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. Simple sentences let you start talking right now. No need for big, complicated phrases. Just subject and verb, small steps, but massive progress. Remember, English isn't about showing off big words. It's about connecting with people, sharing your thoughts, and building confidence. And once you master simple sentences, you'll feel ready for more. Want to take the next step and level up your English even further? Then you're in for a treat because we have another video lined up just for you. In our next video, we dive into verb tenses, the key to bringing depth to your sentences and sharing stories in the past, present, and future. Click the link on your screen now and join me in the next video to explore the world of verbs. Let's make English feel natural, simple, and full of life. See you there.